Hello and howdy, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can see me. But, none of that's here or there. Maybe. Is it Tuesday? It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. You'd think I'd know these things. I don't. I totally 100% do not. I see Michael on the stream in the chat. Hi. Good to see you from the YouTubes. In case you don't know, anybody who's watching or checking out this recording, we usually stream to both the YouTubes and our Code It Live Twitch channel. So yeah, that might be why if you're like in the chat and you're like, I don't see Michael, it's because he's on a different platform, but that's okay. So welcome. Happy Tuesday, everybody. My name is Alyssa Nicoll, and this is JavaScript Girl in a .NET World, a project that I have recently taken on, because I am actually, one second, mic button press. There we go. That's better. And let me know if you can't hear me. That'd be helpful, or can. A project I've recently taken on because I have so many amazing friends, streamers and coders and just random people I know who are in the .NET industry, and they love it. And I've always been curious. And so I have started this stream as my way to enter in to the .NET world. Before this, and currently still, I am an Angular Google developer expert and an advocate for Kendo UI at Progress. And so I love all things front end, always have. So it's really interesting to me to start learning these things. I've had some really cool guests on my stream so far, Sam Basu, Ed Charbonneau, and the C# Fritz himself, Fritzy, as I like to call him. And they've all given me different introductions into different parts of this world because, as you can imagine, .NET is flippity dippin' massive. I don't know if you know this. There's just there's so many things that fall under the umbrella of saying I'm a .NET developer. So it was a little overwhelming at first. I feel like I'm getting a handle on it slowly. But what I want to do, just for funsies, is do a mini series within JavaScript Girl in a .NET world where I take the absolute most basic thing you can build, which in my mind is a to-do app. Please correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I think to-do app is like, that is the pumpkin spice latte of the coding world. Like, it's the absolute most basic you can get. Everybody has a to-do app tutorial. And I feel like it's going to give me a pretty good, maybe, hopefully, understanding of each of these frameworks, technologies. I'm not really sure what to call them. So the game plan. I'm going to start out with Blazor first and just build a to-do app today. And we're going to follow, Ed gave me this gorgeous tutorial. There's the noun. Woo! From Microsoft Docs. And I'm going to follow along. We're going to talk through it. Hopefully we get the to-do app built today. Lols. And then I was hoping the next plan, I don't know why, but I just have such a passion for like WinUI. I just saw myself pop up in the moderator tab, so I'm like distracted. I'm going to cover that with my inbox. Outlook will hide my shame. So I don't know why, but WinUI has always been so like interesting to me. And when Sam was showing it to me, I think it's because it's like the unknown, like desktop development as a JavaScript developer and like like a front end dev on the web. Desktop is like, it's like a mystery. Like it's all something I have absolutely no ideas about. So I'm going to do Blazor first, and then we will do WinUI and I think Maui, just because I keep hearing about Maui. Does anybody in the chat have any experience at all with Maui? I really could, like, if I was like grilled right now, could not tell you what it is. Like, I think it might be desktop related. Maybe. Is it another way of doing desktop? I'm going to be upset if it's another way of doing desktop because we already have WinUI. Someone tell me. Anyways, so like I said, I'm getting a handle on the ecosystem. Don't have it yet. Michael is saying Maui's desktop and mobile. Okay. Here, I'm going to plop that up just so everybody can see. who is on, because if you're hanging out, as I said in the earlier, if you're hanging out on Twitch, you won't see all of the comments. So anyways, I'll pop that up. And he also said, as a dev that grew up on desktop, I felt the exact same way about web dev. It was a mystery. Okay. So honestly, the idea of like being able to do a to-do app in a desktop app fashion, in like WinUI or something, and then be able to like cache that, like the to-do items. And I don't even think cache is the right word, because to be able to store that in data in like the file system, like just plop it on the desktop or something in some sort of file. Like, I don't know why, but that's going to be like the absolute epitome of, I think, my career in .NET. That's going to be it. But maybe not. Maybe I'll learn more exciting things. But I've always, anytime I've created like a quick little web app, I always run into this thing of like, oh, can't we just throw it in a file somewhere? And I'm always, like ran into, Michael said that cache is a fair word for that. Is it? Okay, cool. Because I was worried that might be like, I don't know, web only or something. Anyways, so yes, without further ado, let's jump into the Blazor tutorial, because I'm so excited. I'm so excited about it. Also, a bit of a warning. I am new not only to .NET, but to Windows and PC world. So I am streaming from a Windows. So whenever I mess up hotkeys or I scroll in the wrong direction, it's not because I'm like new, it's just because I'm new to this. So bear with me, but here we go. I'm gonna share my screen and it's gonna be scary. Maybe. Okay. This is part of the new to Windows bit that I'm share screen. I just want to share all of it. I'm going to share the whole screen. And maybe this way. So it's so weird. Like with Windows, you can like, I don't know if you see this, but it's like giving this hover thing like, look, you can totally pop this thing over here or pop that thing over there. Like that's totally not normal. I don't know. It's not, I'm not used to that. It's fun though. It's interesting. Okay. I'm going to leave this up. I know it's kind of a weird view, but that way you can see the chat, and I can also see the chat. This is something that Layla Codes It created, and I wanted to, I plopped myself on here. You can make a PR if you're a woman or someone who identifies as a woman in the .NET space. Please go make a PR for women of .NET. It always throws me off. Like I don't actually know how to say URLs like that. It's for the women of .NET. That is, I guess, would be the proper way of saying it. But anyways, it's really cool little collection that's starting to gather, and I had to do a shout out for that real quick. But yes, this is the Blazor to-do list app, and I'm actually going to just throw copy, which is copy paste is so hard. Michael said windowing is so much better in Windows, in my opinion, in Mac. So yeah, third party utils. So I have Moom, MOOM on my Mac, and I just got used to the hotkeys that I had created for creating windows. Because you're right, like it's not really a built-in thing to drag a window right or left. But I just got so accustomed to, I mean, we're talking like years, like as long as I've been using a Mac, I've had that like a third party thing to like have hotkeys so that I can be like right screen, left screen, mid screen, like so it is different. I'm sure those third party things exist for Windows, right? Like surely I think everything exists for Windows, right? Even more than for Mac. But I have this thing where I need to take it slow. I don't want to get too fancy. So right now I'm using the built-in where you drag it to the side, which I think is pretty cool, but I'm still like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, oh, that's a thing. And then it happens. So I think what I need to do is find a really sick game, because this computer can handle gaming. And I just need to like download it and get into it. And I think that will help me with like the controls and just like getting adjusted to a PC, quite honestly. I was thinking, wow, just because I am a nerd. Even my mother tells me so. So I know it's true. And also, It's always tempted me. But if anybody in the chat has a better game to suggest, tell me. Okay, so I'm on this, and I think did I plop it in chat? Did I not? I don't know. Control V. A whole Control V thing. Ooh, Michael recommends Final Fantasy with a really big Roman numeral. It's like a 10 plus an I and a V, so that's 14. Why do you do this to me? Okay. I want to create a Blazor app, and please just know the last stream, in case you missed it, I was talking about I forgot to mention I had Freestyle Coder on. Brilliant man, and he actually talked with me about C sharp like types, like the different number types and why they are the way they are. And we got pretty low level, but I absolutely love things like that because they give me kind of like a basis for like to build my knowledge on. And so if I do something stupid in Blazor, you know that it's just part of the newness, and we're here for the fun. So I need to create a new Blazor app named To-Do List in Command Shell. Oh my gosh, that's exciting to me. Every time, oh my God, you have no idea. I don't even know can we do this? Because every time I've talked to or seen Blazor apps done, they always do it through visual. Oh, Jason says I still play WoW. Oh, yeah, I think I need to download it. Every time I see something done with Blazor, it's always through the interface, like the Visual Studio interface, and you're like clicking buttons. And that's really not the way I roll. At least on my Mac, I use my terminal for everything. So the idea of getting to use, oh my God, look at this command prompt. It's so, I haven't done anything to this computer. Like, look at my background. I literally, like, that's the background. I haven't done anything to personalize it because I just want to get, we full screen that. Okay. Oh God, where's the smaller button? I just want you to go over there. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay, cool. And then I get my command prompt with that button. And then we're going to make this bigger with Control Plus, maybe? Frick, that's not working. Oh no. Okay, how to make font bigger. Font needs to be bigger for chat. Thinking. Yeah. Loca, Matt girl in a Windows world. I have no idea how to make this font bigger. I'm just going to go with it until chat gives me the answer. And so you have to live with the tiny font. Okay. But we get to use command prompt, which I'm super excited about. But okay, where's the line? Oh no, what if I don't have things installed? We're just gonna have to run with it. .NET new, oh God, new Razor component. This doesn't seem right at all. Don't we need to make the app before we make a component? Hang on. Add a new to-do Razor component to the app. Okay, so this is all wrong. We're scrolling up. Here we go. I'm like, we can't make a component without an app to put it in. Hold down Control and then press plus. Control. Hold down Control. Am I doing it? Hold down Control. I'm holding. Did you say Control? Right click the top bar. Properties, fonts. Oh, God bless you all. Properties, fonts. I don't know. Like, what do you think? 36? Yeah. I'm sorry, but if you are in love with, what is it called? Mac or Apple, I love it too, right? I've always worked on it, but there's just something about this interface and the fonts and the colors. I think it's because it's like when I first like was getting started as a wee baby, it was on a Windows. So just bring something back. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna actually make it. I really hope I have whatever .NET I have to have installed. .NET Blazor WASM. Really? That's the name of our to-do app. That worries me because I don't know anything about WASM. Let's name it Blazor To-Do. Can I not capitalize? What's with the no camel casing? I'm going to go with it. Maybe it's like a convention in Blazor world. -O for open. To-do list. Oh, no. I don't think Blazor WASM is the name. I think it's telling it what... Oh, bad ideas. Okay. We're going to we're going to name it Blazor. I'm with you now. I think that's telling the system what it needs to know, because I'm assuming we can use something other than WASM. Okay, new Blazor WASM -o Blazor to-do list, and I need to probably read the chat because you might be answering all my questions. -os for output. You're so beautiful, Loka. Okay, are we ready? I'm scared. Please don't break. Please don't break. Also, I think 36 is too big. Okay, things are running, so that's good. Let's go to 28 and see how we feel about our life. Can you be bigger? Come here. Did it happen? I think it made it. Where did it put it? Just right inside my user file? How barbaric. I probably should have told it to put it in a development file. Oh, I'm sure we can fix that later. CD. I want to go to the project now. Tab, does that work? Oh, I'm in it. Oh my goodness. Can you believe we made it? How do we, okay, so I say CD to it. So now we're just going to do things in the command line, or when were we opening Visual Studio? I guess I'm asking questions before things really happen. So I'll just shut up and read. .NET new Razor component. Oh, okay. So it's weird to me that we call things Razor. I get that like Razor is the templating for Blazor, but I don't know. It's just odd to me. Just like, I feel like I could say .NET new Blazor component, but okay, sure. Maybe there's another templating thing you can use in Blazor, and that's why you have to specify Razor. Razor component -n for new, I assume. To do, I do my to do caps like that. I wonder if it matters. Oh, I think the name of the component is going to be to do. Okay. And then output pages. Oh, okay. That worries me, but we'll find out. Ooh. No. No templates found matching Razor component. To list installed templates run .NET. Oh, I'm so scared. Maybe I was a bit ambitious thinking I could get this whole tutorial done in one episode. Okay, to list install templates, run .NET new list. To search for templates, NuGet. We got to use the nuggets. Nugget.org, run .NET new Razor component search. Okay, sure. I'm going to do that one because maybe it'll guide me to where I need to go. And then clicking around here is odd because like in terminal, when you can't select like with the cursor to different places. So that's confusing to me. Okay, .NET new Razor component search. Did I spell? Oh, I didn't spell component right. Maybe that's why. Hang on. Hold before we do any searching. Let's actually spell component right, and then component. Yeah, thanks, Loka. I just got that. Did it work? Wait, what happened? It was created successfully. You know what I really need? So if anybody in the chat knows how, I love my ZSH. I use it like on my Mac for like colorful bits. I wonder if that exists for Windows. Okay. The template Razor component was created successfully. So now what? What scary thing do we have to do next? So we've made a component, I think. Did we? -m is the name option. So we named it to do. And then O is the output, which was mentioned in chat. The new component is created in the project's pages folder. Oh, okay. Who knew our project had a pages folder? Now we do. Razor component files require a capital first letter. Good to know. I wonder if that's like a .NET-y thing. Open pages folder to confirm. Open it. Confirm that the component file starts with the capital T. I don't know what this important bit is about. Can I just list it out? Say like LS, and then it's is LS not a thing? Oh no, LS is not a thing. Hang on. I probably made a shortcut for it. Lists out directory. Linux. I don't know. Command PC. You can use the dir command by itself. Really? Dir. Sick. Okay, awesome. PD to pages, dir. Saying, and if you, yes, riff, get some riff. And if you open up the CS proj in Visual Studio, I think the UI makes adding new items pretty easy. Just saying. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I know the UI is golden and magical, but I'm telling you, man, every time I have seen someone do something in Blazor, they're like addicted to the UI, and my brain works better like if I can just grok it real quick. So I'm following the instructions, and when they tell me to open Visual Studio, I will. But right now, like listing this out and seeing like, although it's odd that I'm getting like so many other, I feel like I'm getting extra files listed out, but that's okay. I think that's what's happening. Okay, so let's see. We listed out everything that's in pages. We've got per flags, program, temp, users. You might be right. We might have to just open it up because I don't see to do anywhere, and it should be inside of pages. Why are you not trying to push my agenda? No, don't ever worry about that. I want chat to feel free to throw out anything because I probably should. Dir is different than just, oh, people are saying things. Hang on. Let me try something. Did that do anything differently than just dir? Oh, it did. Oh. Weird. Okay, cool. So I am seeing a to-do.razor. It wasn't that what I was expecting. I thought it would like, okay, so this reminds me very much of the words that are coming to me. The Angular CLI. I'm reminded of it. And I guess whenever you generate a component, it kind of like makes a couple of files, right? Not just the template file. So I thought we'd have like, what is it called? A code behind file? Maybe it's there. Maybe it's just not showing it to us. I don't know. Okay, here, let's keep going. Open to do component in any file editor. See, there you go. See, Michael. And add page razor directive. Oh, now it's getting fun. Okay, so I'm guessing. Please tell me in the chat if you have any problems with Visual Studio. I'm new to it, and I'm new to it. I use Visual Studio Code on my Mac, so I want to use Visual Studio. I want to know what it's about. I want to feel how you feel when you use it. Okay, how do I find my project? Ooh, don't stress about it. Don't stress. You can find it. I think it's in. Yes. Oh, this is not good. This one. Here we go. I can do this. I believe I can. Wait, what just happened? Is it asking me something else? Oh God. I just wanted you to open that file, that folder. Create a new project, open a local file. Okay, here. Let's cancel and try this button. I just want you to open this one. Select folder. I think it worked. Hopefully it'll like not be mad at me for opening it in the wrong way or something. Okay, so I'm going to move this over to, oops. Please don't break the screen, Alyssa. Okay. Yeah, I need you to be a bit chubbier. Forgive me, chat. I know this is probably so boring watching me try to figure out how to make a window bigger. It's actually really pathetic. Okay. I don't know why you're being so weird. Let's make you shrink you down, and then we'll drag you over to the left. Because I don't know. It's like it wants it to either be half or full. It's not satisfied with anything else, but okay. Open project solution. Ooh, we're getting answers. Open CS proj. Ooh. So you can totally do to-do.razor and to-do.cs, but by default it won't create the CS file for you. Oh, I see. And then Jason said something that somebody else was saying what Jason said. I would open the project and click on CS proj. This? Like, you want me to click on it? Or do you want me to like, I think you, hang on. Open project or solution, open CS proj. Okay, cool. I'm going to redo what we've done. And is that going to actually close Visual Studio? Oh, it closes it. How weird. In Mac, it doesn't. It just keeps running it in the background, but it closes the instance that you have open. I don't know what you're asking me, but it's going to stress me out. Okay, open project or solution. And then we go back here, and then we go this one. And you said CS proj? Yeah? Am I saying that wrong? I'm probably saying that wrong. I think you meant this. hopefully, I don't understand why the tutorial didn't tell me to open. Like this, obviously, like it's a to-do tutorial. Why didn't you tell me how to open it in Visual Studio? Maybe they're just trying to be not biased by what thing you should open it with. File open project, said Jason Lee. Okay. I think I got there, maybe, with the opening and the closing and the painfulness, but we're here. I want to see my component that I made in Pages. Yeah, you're right. There's no code behind, and I'm pretty ticked off about it. Why would there not be? I don't really get it. I'm a little confused. In my mind, at least like when you're creating a component in Angular world, you need a template, you need your styles, and you need like your logic, which goes in a TypeScript file. So I'm like, I guess this is all we need is the view layer. I guess that's all we specified we needed. Okay, so now it wants us to open this and add a page Blazor directive to the top of the file with a relative URL of /to-do. Okay, that's right. We did talk about routes a bit with Ed, so I am a little bit familiar. Michael said, by default, Blazor has code block for your C#. Ooh, spicy. In my opinion, the CS file as a code behind makes more sense. I don't know why they don't do that by default. Yes, Jason's right. Even in Angular, you can write everything in one file. I didn't know that's what I didn't know what that's what this meant though. I just assumed this was for template only because it's Blazor. But what you're telling me is everything can go in here. I wonder where my styles would go. Like just like an inline style tag, or do you have like, you know, an at? Let's see. Was this a thing? Totally. It's probably not. It's probably not a thing. Oh, no, it's not. No. I wanted that to be a thing, you know, because you got like your code and then you got like your style, but it's okay. Let's see. I just wanted to make the font a little bit bigger, but I'm going to work with it for how it is right now, and then I'll go back. Okay, so we need an H1, and we need our @page directive. Okay, I can do this. That's not the button we needed. How do I quit? Nope. Hopefully you don't lose my video. No, actually, I think it'll just error out. That's another odd thing about being on a PC is when I'm on my Mac and I want to do, I have no idea why this is taking 12 years to load up. We'll get back to you. Okay, there we go. When I'm on my Mac and I have different things open for my camera, it'll just use it from all of those sources. But if I'm here and I wanted to like adjust my camera or something with this app, I have to stop using it on the stream or stop using it wherever else is using it. It's very odd. I'm still trying to get used to the system. Okay, back to Visual Studio, which is the other purple one. I don't know. I don't think we need to make an H1. They just kind of made an H3 by default, but I do think we need the @page and the route. I think they said it was just a simple /to-do, which is yelling at us. Of course it's yelling at us. I don't know how to fix it. Is there a save? How do I save? Do I have to click that tiny button? Maybe Control S. I think that saved it. We're going to say it did. So I have that. I did that. I have that. Save the pages to do Blazor file. Double quotes. Did I do something wrong? Oh, I can't use the quotes I want to use. Oh, of course I can't. Of course it matters. Thank you. Say thank you, Michael. Save. Are you still angry at me? Oh, okay. It's taking its time. Cool. Double the quotes, double the fun. Oh, you guys are freaking hilarious. Okay. I don't know why this is an H1 and the other one's an H3. I'm going to have to see what it's plugging it into, which maybe is nothing. We're just going to keep going. Add the to-do component to the navigation bar. I hope we have a navigation bar. I guess they're just assuming we do. Oh, bother. Yeah. Alon said code and HTML together reminds me of PHP. I'm right there with you. I did a little bit of PHP back in the day. A little bit. Very, very, very. And then I got really into Rails because like my first job was a Rails shop. And then I took off in the web. But I'm right there with you. I in Angular, I know you can do it together, but I always separate it out. And that's kind of like a dividing line with Angularites right now, where they're like one file, multiple files, blah, blah, blah. Like it obviously doesn't matter. It's personal preference, but open the to-do component. Did I scroll too far? So add the to component to the navigation bar. I don't. Oh, okay. The nav menu component is used in the app's layout. Is it? I worry that we don't actually have a nav component, but maybe we do. The nav menu is used in that layout. Layouts are components that allow you to avoid duplication of content in an app. What? The nav link component provides a queue in the app's UI when the component URL is loaded by the map. So nav link handles routing, maybe is the way of thinking about it in the unordered list UL of the nav menu component. Okay, cool. So this is assuming we have a nav menu component. Do I need to make it? Why are they assuming this? Check out the shared folder in your project. The nav stuff is in there. God bless you, Michael. Shared. Oh, so I do have one. Who knew? Okay, nav menu. Oh, look, they split out their CSS. Spicy. But I do wonder like what it looks like to do it in line. Maybe survey prompt did it in line. Obviously, you could do a style tag in line, but I'm just curious if there's like another way of doing it in line. Wow, the tutorial is so confusing. Okay, yes, they should have told us how to get to the nav menu. I will give them that. But we would have found it. We would have found it. Maybe not without Michael. Okay. So we have I need to go back and read what this is saying. In the unordered list of the nav menu component, add the following list items. Okay. And I do apologize for scrolling backwards so many times. And nav link component to the to-do. Okay, cool. So you want me to add another LI. Is this using Bootstrap by default? What is this? This PX3 business? Or is this just some sort of, I bet it's Bootstrap. I don't know. I'm not sure you can do your CSS inline aside from a style, like you said. Okay. That's good to know. Because I just was curious if it was like a common thing and I just didn't know how to do it. It does use Bootstrap by default. Oh, thank you. Okay, cool. I'm just going to go ahead and copy this because I don't feel like customizing it right now. And I really want to grok larger pieces, like how the routing is going to work and what this is going to look like. And even things like adding a to-do item, like the logic to add a to-do item. I want to see that. So we're going to just copy paste. I think I can just plop it in anywhere in here. So I will do so. And okay, so I don't need the UL. It copied the whole thing. I thought it was just going to copy the highlighted part. My bad. I wonder if Shift Tab works in Visual Studio as well. Shift. It did. Cool. And then is that lined up? I think that's lined up. So what did we added a nav link, which that makes sense. And it has an href to do, which matches our this to do. So it should work. How do I save again? Control S. Sure. Looks like it saves. I wonder if that saves all of your files or just one. Okay. Oh, sorry again. I'm just gonna grab this instead of scrolling because it's too hard to remember what direction to go in. Build and run the app by executing the .NET watch run command. Oh, fun. Now we're getting somewhere. .NET. Oh, wait, maybe let's CD up. I think we need to be higher. Actually, it might not matter. .NET run. Is that it? Just run? Hang on. What was it? .NET watch run command. Watch run. .NET watch run. Do it. Okay. I do it? Is it running? Ooh, it's doing something. It's building. How spicy. Okay, I want to read more while it's running and also show chat. Control save saves the current file. Control Shift S saves all open files. Thank you. That's so helpful. Control Shift S. That's a lot of advanced. I don't want you to tell me that, Chrome. It opened it. I love that. Localhost 5001. That's going to be new. Pretty used to my 4200. Did it? Oh my gosh, it worked. Shut up! What? Okay, so we have a component. I'm a little confused. So in Angular world, when you create a new component and then you go to add it to your nav or wherever the heck you want to route to it, there's like an additional step where you have this list of routes that are configured and you need to go into that list and add in the CLI might do it for you, but I always just add it into that. So I'm wondering if that's whenever we created the component, no, because whenever we created the component, we did not have this at page to do defined. So I'm guessing this is the only configuration you need for routes. That's super confusing. I thought there would be a route file. Does anybody know? Map it to 4201. Price is Right style. I love that. Routes are defined in pages, not components. You're going to have to be a little bit more specific, Bit O'Brien, not Bit O'Brien, Loca, because that doesn't, it's gibberish, because this is a component to do Razor and it's inside of pages. But there's no pages file that I know about. And then Riff said the route for the component is registered with the page directive. Oh God. So it is just that line. Oh God, I hate it. Okay. It doesn't make any sense. How can it only be defined there? Shouldn't we have one file to rule all routes? Seems okay. I'll accept it. Here we go. I love it. Chat's blowing up. That is the only config you need. Yes, there are ways to do it, but not a route file. No route file. I'm having withdrawals. I need a minute to really let this sink in. Everything is pretty much a component in Blazor. I remember somebody saying that in Blazor, it's components at the bottom, a page is just a component with a page. Okay, hang on. What? A page is just a component with a page directive. That means that you can have partials that don't have page directives, but then how would you, I guess if you don't need to route directly to it. Ooh, we should try making one of those. Maybe the tutorial will have us make one of those. And Bit O'Brien said magic, yes. And then, yeah, Loca, routes are automatically discovered. Okay, cool. So here's what we're going to do, because I'm unsatisfied. Dissatisfied? Unsatisfied? And you're seeing behind the scenes into my secret notes file. Shh, don't tell anybody. Talk with Ed about the displeasing lack of route file. Okay. And the magic therein. Perfect. Okay. Because I don't like that and I want to understand how it's working. I really actually want to understand how this directive works and I guess at build time it just goes and grabs all of these directives and then builds its own route tree, but why don't I get to see that route tree? I want to see the route tree. I don't. Okay. Anyways, because let's say your app gets massive, which I'm sure it does. It's a .NET app. It's got to get massive. That's what they're built for. They're built to get massive. So it gets massive. You have no way of just glancing at your route tree and seeing like what components and child components, like it seems a bit, I feel like I'm missing something. Anyways, let's continue on. Yeah, you can have components that go inside your page components. Okay, hopefully that's not confusing. No, it's not. I hope our tutorial gets to that actually, where we can make a component that's like doesn't have the page directive, that it's like used somewhere else though. I really want to see that in action, if that's a thing. Okay, to build the app. So we built our app, we saw it, we can use our to-do link, which is beautiful. Leave the app running in the command shell. Okay, each time a file is saved, the app is automatically rebuilt. Oh, that's handy. It's like hot reloading or something. And the page in the browser is automatically reloaded. Cool. And add a to-do item CS file. Ooh, the code behind thingy to the root. Well, why are we doing that? I thought we could just do everything in @code. Hang on, let me think about this. Maybe we can. I think that's what Michael was saying earlier, is that we could. To the root of the project. Let's do this to hold a class that represents a to-do item. Ooh, I wonder if this is like the proper place to, I don't know. We'll continue on. Drink water, by the way. If you're watching, you're hanging out with me, I don't drink enough water during the day. So this is my friendly reminder to you to take a drink of water. Use the following C# code for, we're going to write C#. I'm so excited. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. To do item.cs. I'm going to totally not mess this up. Oh, buckets of fish. So it wanted us to do it in the to-do folder, but we don't have a to-do folder. Does it want me to make a to-do folder? Yeah, see, the to-do list folder. That's not a thing. Ooh, stressed. Wait. Ooh, Michael, you can have all the code in the Razor file, but to be honest, Visual Studio does a better job with refactoring and making suggestions if you have a code behind file, which I'm totally fine. Ooh, and then also, even if there is a page directive, you can still use it inside of other components. Okay. The Razor editor is going through some growth now. Oh, it's a bit messy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to look like, so looks fine to me. But I really don't know about this to-do list folder. So I'm torn if like a part of me wants to right click pages and be like new folder and make a to-do list folder and then drag this into it. The other part of me thinks maybe this is a folder. It thinks this is because code behind files always look funky. How do I make a code behind file? Oh, new solution. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the tutorial real quick. There's got to be an answer. Leave the app running in the command shell. Add a to-do item file to the root of the project. Oh. So it's not saying there's a component file. Oh, I'm so dumb. It's not saying there's a component file called to-do list. It's saying the app is called to-do list because I chose to name mine something different. But so just in the root, huh? Okay. That's how we roll? We just make it in the root? All right. If you say so. New file. How do I make a new file? I don't know what a new solution explorer view is, but I really want to click on it. Maybe there's a hotkey for new file. File nesting. Does the tutorial say? Did I just like skim over it? Let's see. Let's check it out. No, it just says make a new one. Cool. Oh, if you're using Visual Studio, create to-do item CS file and the class. Use either of the following approaches. Remove the namespace that Visual Studio generates for the class. Oh, so it like wants me to use the copy button in the preceding code block and replace the entire contents of the file that Visual Studio generates. But I don't think Visual Studio generated. Did it? Let's see. Is there like a search or something? It would just be in the root. I don't think it did. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. If anybody's seeing it, So I need to make a to-do item.cs file. That surely should not be that hard. How about file new? Project repository file. That sounds good. And I want it to be, oh wait, I need a add. Nicholas said add. God bless you. Is there an add button? Oh, add new project. No. I'm just going to do file. And then I'll say text file, and then I'll figure out how to rename it. Is there a way to rename it? Please tell me I can rename you. Where are you even? Like, why aren't you in my tree? This is so confusing. I'm sorry, everybody. I know it should be easier than this. New? Oh, I can do this. New file, sort by general. Where are you putting this new file? Control Shift A or right click the project. Okay, let's try that. Right click the project. Add. Got it. And then my camera is in the way. New item. Existing item. New folder. I think item is probably. I do want a class, but that's weird that it would ask me that. I would assume I need to make the file and then make the class. And cool. Let's try it. And then name it. I think it has to be capital to do item. Oh, wait. Do we not camel case? Oh, I should look. I should look because who knows if we're able to rename files. It is camel case. Capital camel case. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. When you're making classes, make them capital camel. And the age-old question is the do and to do another word. And the Microsoft Docs has answered it for us. It is not. Okay, so this is using system, which I remember. I'm like excited because I remember like using system allows you to create things like an int32 without having to say system.int32. So this is like a shortcutty business. It provides system to us, and it's also, I guess, giving us these other things by default, which I don't know about, but that's cool. And so it wants us to, it said if I copy, I need to replace the entire contents of the file. Oh, kind of makes me sad. All right. Boop. There's no way that's right because it got rid of the namespace. It got rid of that. Oh, there's no way. You can always rename files later. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Hang on. Let me see what I copied. Class to do. So I'm just going to replace this part with that and leave because I feel like I need the using statements and the namespace and stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's not needed. Cool. So it looks like we created a string of title with get and set, which I remember Ed telling me that that is a shortcut for like a longer version. Like there's a longer way of typing that. And then we also made a Boolean, cool, of is done. Oh, I'm so excited. And hungry. My stomach just goes, oh, hopefully you cannot hear it. It's like, it's ready. It's ready for the sushi that I promised it after stream. Before I forget, by the way, I am doing, I'm hosting a 5-hour stream this Thursday. And it's called the Angular Walkabout. So if you're interested in getting to Angular, it's an all beginner stream. Like I've got 5 different speakers who are coming on to do teach different things, but for beginners only. So I'm really, really excited about it. I think it's like, I know there's some way of me Google for this. I was like, I know there's a web page somewhere that you can find out details. But yeah, I wanted to make sure and mention that. Come hang out with me on Thursday. I've got a list of amazing speakers. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, check out that link. Anyways, I really, really am excited about this next part because we just made a title and we just made Boolean. So let's do something with them. Return to the to-do component and perform the following tasks. Add a field for the to-do items in the code block. Okay, how do I do that? The to-do component uses this field to maintain the state of the to-do list. So it's just an input for my to-do items. Wow, they could have said that simpler. But I want you all to know I am not judging their docs. Every single beginner doc that I've ever walked through has these hiccups where you're like, that could have been said better. Or, oh man, why didn't they mention this? And I think the best thing to do is just to take notes while you go through, if you're ever learning something new, and open up a PR, because everybody struggles to make things beginner friendly, especially since there's such a wide range of the word beginner. But so I'm not complaining at all about this tutorial. I want you to know I'm actually very grateful for it. And add an unordered list. Mark it for each loop. Oh, cool. Okay, that's a weird way of doing for each. Let's do it. I'm going to scroll up, and I want to actually for a minute put these side by side. So chat, I won't see you for a sec, but I promise I will be right back. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and look how tiny it made it. Can I split it? Oh, it's like over. Oh, okay. I'm actually going to pull up chat over here so that I see it. Because I want to see your beautiful faces. I want to see your well, not your faces, I suppose, just your text. I want to see your beautiful text. Turn that off, enter the studio as that's bad. There we go. Muted myself. Cool. Awesome. So now I have chat open and I can see if you type tippity type. You won't see it on the screen, but I'll add it. I'll add it to the stream if anybody says anything particularly witty, because I feel like this going back and forth thing was going to kill me eventually. Okay, so we are going to open up our component. I think that's what it wanted me to do. Yeah. And then we've got our to do, and let's make it so fun. Like, I recently made a beginner to do tutorial for Angular, and I called it Backstreet Bakery to do. So what we're going to do is make different versions of why are there two save buttons? Save all. Oh gosh. I'm scared. Let's just do that thing that he said. Control-Shift-S. Oh no. I don't know why it's still asking me this. I kind of want to throw up. Quick access? What the fudge is quick access? I don't want to save to quick access. I honestly thought it had already saved the project inside of my root directory. So, oh, that's this SLN. Yeah, so SLN solution file. I'm going to cry now because nothing ever mentioned needing to do anything with it. I'm going to put it. You can just save it in that directory. Okay, thank you. I did not want to make this app blow up by doing the wrong thing. Anyways, I'm going to do different versions of Backstreet Bakery to do app. So yes, not the project. Oh, it's not the project because now I'm confused. I thought solution was like, oh no. All right, hang on. We're going to add that. It's fine. It's totally fine. Here we go. Learn the difference. I also got a mechanical keyboard. I thought to myself, hey, you're learning .NET and PC. Why don't you also learn how to type on a mechanical keyboard? Because Masochist. So that's what we're doing. Learn the difference truly between this and that. Is that actually how you spell it? Yep. That's what I want. That's what I want in my life. Oh, okay. It's kind of weird, but you get used to it. Oh, right. I was going to share things to the screen because Michael was talking about the difference between solution and CS Proj. And oh no, Riff, don't tell me that. Is that what we want with our life? Oh no. Also, I'm gonna try doing a different view real quick. No, I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. We're gonna go back to this. I thought there was like a third view that like put my head in like the corner or something, but there's not. Don't worry about it. So I'm a little confused because what the crap is a solution? I honestly thought it was like tied directly to the project, and I, up until this moment of saving dilemma, thought it was the same thing as a CSproj file. Because, when people would reference the solution file, I just thought they were, I don't know, being weird and talking about CSproj. If you ever feel like looking at them in a text editor, you should get some idea of what they do differently from another. Okay. I will do that, Michael. I will. I'm saving up questions because I really wanted to get through this tutorial, but I'm saving up questions so that I wonder if like Maui and WinUI have these kind of things too, like solution files and stuff. I wonder if it's because it's like they're built applications versus like runtime. I don't. Anyways, back to Backstreet Bakery to do. It's an H. I don't know. We'll make it an H1 for now, and then we'll see. Oh, that was cool. You see that? It changed the second H1 for me. Nifty Visual Studio. Let's make a UL, and I wonder if it's the same thing. Ooh. Ooh, it's so spicy. Like auto does the things. Okay, so the for each. Oh, this is interesting. So I guess this is where Blazor comes in. Like this for each is Blazor. I know it's Razor. I don't know. I don't know what Blazor is, honestly. Like I thought it was, I guess it's the ability to do C# webby things. Var to do, don't hate me, in to dos. Oh, okay. Yes, I love this. I wonder if you could use const. Let's try it. Is it going to break? Is that even a thing? I think it's angry at me. You're like, you really shouldn't go off the rails while learning something new. And I'm like, that's how you learn. You learn by going off the rails. Tab, shift tab, tab. What a weird way of typing such a thing. Oh, and then our li has to go inside of here. Okay. Did you see that weird? I was just trying to cut and paste, and it was like giving me a loading screen for that. Like it's never had to like Visual Studio was like, I've never been asked to do such a thing. How could you? Okay, the format's all wankety wank. Save, Control Shift S. I don't know. There's got to be a way of formatting this little settings. Maybe I right click. Format selection. Oh. It like broke everything. Don't format my selection. All right, I'll change this to var because I'm sure everyone's upset about it. Oh my gosh, caps lock. I'm going to have to just rip that key off. I disabled it years ago on my Mac, so it's really strange having a working caps lock key again. Hi, chat's saying things. I need to come over and check out. It literally manages your solution projects, non-project files, etc. Yeah, that sounds like to me an exciting episode of diving into your solution file. And Michael said they absolutely do. I think he was probably referring to when I asked if like WinUI and Maui and stuff, if those would have solution. I think that's what he was saying. You got an error, so it throws code everywhere like a 2-year-old. I hate it. Oh, okay. So both Bit O'Brien and Michael are agreeing that it's my fault that the format selector wasn't working because I was refusing to let var be var. I wanted to just be like, I just wanted to make it be something else. And then it yells at you. Oh, is it going to be fine with let? No, it's not going to be fine with let. So let's do var and then let's see if the format works. Where's format? Hey, I think that works. I think you're totally right. And honestly, in the back of my mind, I was like, maybe. So like, whenever you're using Visual Studio Code and like, let's say you forgot to have like your closing UL or something, and then you try to format, like that will totally jack with your formatter and it won't be able to do it. But I didn't think having like I don't know, like it's not it's not a entity error, like an HTML entity error. It's like I'm a Blazor error. So I didn't think that would actually mess with the formatting. So that's interesting. And that's really, really good to know because that can kind of be like a clue of like, what am I doing wrong? Yeah, Michael said, not your fault. It's the Razor editor. Okay. Well, honestly, I am impressed that there's even formatting because I can't even imagine the code it takes to format a file. Like, that just makes me want to what? Like, can you imagine writing the code that says if there's this and this, then tab like this and put this on a new line? Like, no, that is where I would be like, I have to go. Okay, so we have a for each loop. I wonder what other kind of loops there are. Spicy questions. I'm writing it down. I keep clicking on that. Next question is, what other loops are there, if any? And I will put a reference for my for each. Cool. And backticks. Oh my goodness. Can we please talk about something real quick? So I wanted to, like I said, fully immerse myself in Windows so that I would just be more comfortable with it. And I think one of the biggest deterrents, and I'm not even kidding, you're going to make fun of me, there's no way to type an M dash without like the character code. Like on my Mac, I just hold like Command Shift and then the dash, and it does like an M dash for me. And I did not know until I tried to make the switch that I use M dashes like every freaking where. So if anybody here is like, hey, I have a third party library that allows you to do an M dash with your keyboard, please help me. Okay. So let's go ahead and list out to-do items. So it's at to-do.title. Okay. What I want to do is I just want to see the to-do though. I want to see the whole thing. So we can fix that in a minute. And I'm curious if it would print out like every property that belongs to it, or if it would like look funky, or I wonder what it would print out if we just do at to do. And then private list to do. So we actually need to make the to do, which I'm really, oh no, confused. Why aren't we doing this in our code behind? Like we're making a variable here, but we made our little, where to go? This one. Like what? Okay, I'm just going to go with it. Like I'm going to roll with the tutorial and put my heart in its hands, and hopefully it doesn't just like squish it. Private list, weird capital, to do, with a type of to do item, because we just made one of those. And look, it's auto suggesting that. Or I guess we just made, oh my goodness, I understand. This isn't a file for your logic. This is like a type. We just made a custom type that we can type things of to-do item. And so to-do item has a title and an is done property. Oh, I feel so dumb. Okay. Yeah. I'm with you now. So this isn't a code behind file. This is a class for our to-do items. Why am I so dumb sometimes? I don't know. It's just there. Okay. Well, at least we all had that epiphany together, or hopefully somebody else in the chat was like, why? What's name of? We'll get to you. New, this, that. Okay, so we're making the variable of list. I don't know why we're making it private. That seems a bit, I'm going to make it public. Like it. I love chaos. Public. Oh, it was typing over things just then. Why? Why is it typing over? Hang on. Hold, everyone. Hold. My keyboard types over things instead of inserting. What? Thank you. Okay. That'll be, well, there's so many fun things to look into. But seriously, why is it doing that? Let's make it public, though. To public, to do item, new, what was the syntax? Is that it? There's publisher items equals new nothing. What? Keeps typing over. You hit the insert key by accident. There's an insert key. Hang on. Where? Oh my gosh, you guys are so smart. We're going to figure this out. Hang on. Insert key. That one? There's an insert key. Oh my word. Thank you, beautiful chat. Who was that? You hit Michael. Of course, it was Michael and Bit O'Brien and Nicholas. Okay, so everybody knows about the insert key except for me. Oh, you must be like, this is like the time when I try to teach my grandma how to use email. Like, I bet you're all feeling like that. Okay, public to do. Oh, we butchered this to do. Let's just rewrite it. Okay, public to do item. Wait, it's not to do item. It's list of type to do item. Woof. To do of type, right? You know you're on the right track whenever it's like auto suggesting things to you. God bless it. To do's. So wait. I'm so confused. Hang on. We're making a list that contains to do items and we're naming it to do's. I think that is accurate. And that is the weirdest syntax ever. Equals new. Oh, you're so right. I just hit it again. How do we know if I don't know how to know if it's active or not? I'm just going to find out through lots of pain and tears if it's active. Here we go. Here's what we're going to write. Find out how to disable insert key of death. There we go. Cool. What are people saying? We're all Windows folks here, I guess. I guess so. Alt plus control. Wait. Alt plus control plus Google. Shut up. Hang on. We're gonna try it. I need to know. I need to know if this is for real. Alt control. That's like a lot of alt control minus equals. Hang on. Alt. Good lordy. Alt control. Didn't work. Alt control. That one. Nothing is happening so far, but I could just be doing it wrong. Or maybe there's like actually one more key. Michael said this is not grandparent level stuff. What do you mean if it's active? So I don't know if because insert is Boolean. Either insert is active or insert is not active when I accidentally hit the insert key. So I don't know how to tell when it's active because something was changing on the bottom of my screen. Like over here, watch this. When I do this happens. Like this bar is jumping, but I don't know which one is insert and which one's not insert. So I'm just going to break things whenever I find out that I have insert on. So let's go up here and see if it starts. Yeah, insert's active. So now if I do this, insert's not active. So I guess when the bar is longer, insert is off. We're going to just go ahead and say that's a thing. I need to save. Control Shift S, they said. Control Shift S, they said. Okay. I want to double check what I did and also catch up with chat. Take the insert key off the key. Bit O'Brien. Really? You would just go with like this gaping like hole in your keyboard? Yeah, no, Michael's right. There is a crazy registry and I've already played around with it because I actually inversed my scroll of my wheel because I am incapable of remembering to scroll the opposite way that I'm always used to. But every time I restart my PC, it resets that registry. And so I need to like write a script that sets the registry every time I start my PC. That's what I need to do. So if anybody's really good at scripting on system level, we DM me on Twitter. Yeah. Because I have a feeling there's going to be a couple things like that. Although, I don't want to take away too much Windowsy-ness of it. But I do want to be able to move back and forth pretty easily between the Mac and the PC. Like that would be the dream. OVR means it's overwriting. Oh. Does something say OVR somewhere whenever it's, hang on, hold. Where's the clicky? It's changing because character 41 is changing to OVR. Oh, yes. You are beautiful. And thank you for that. Brute force. You need the registry to reverse your scroll direction. Oh, Windows. Yeah, it's it's not just in like system preferences or something. Like it was I had to go and find it was like an item ID for my accessory, which was the mouse. And that item ID, I think, changes every time either the mouse is unplugged or the computer's restarted. And so that's why I think it stops working, because you're directly like putting a line of code in saying, hey, like change the Boolean of scroll direction on that accessories ID. So I think the sun is hiding behind clouds. And I have, you would just all laugh if you were here with me. I've got these key lights set up, and I like to have my window open because I love the birds. I know I'm getting more and more like Granny every day, but I love the birds. And so I have my window cracked, and so it lets in light. So I have only one of my key lights on to try and compensate for the sunshine. So when the sunshine goes down, key light needs to kind of go down to match it. Okay. I want to see if this is working. So we've got Backstreet, but we don't actually see, because we don't have any to-dos. All right, I'm going to go off the rails for a minute and see if we can get some to-dos. I'm pretty sure that's like the exact next step. List of to-dos, to-dos equals new. How do we make new to-dos? All right, I'm going back to the tutorial. that was a quick detour. This one? Placeholder. Ooh. Okay. So let's make an input. And of type, oh, it doesn't have any of that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A placeholder of to-do item. New to-do item. So you can't use like the single stringies anywhere? Like it's just not allowed? Like maybe it was only for the page directive. Such a weird word. Directive. Button. Ah! Add. Oh, I hit it quite often these days, don't I? Add to do, and then that, and then that. Are you angry at me? Oh, because I deleted the closing bud, which I never know which. Yeah. Maybe move mic back. It goes to the red sometimes. Oh yeah, I can fix that. Is this better, darling? I have a input box that I can adjust it on, but if this is too quiet, please let me know. Because I can always change it. Button that happy. Yes, good. Save. Do we see anything yet? Nothing yet. I mean, we should see a button. Ah! But we haven't wired this up, so nothing should happen. Please, nothing happen. Oh, thank God. I was like, if this works, I'm going to be very upset with Blazor because we didn't actually make it work. Okay. Save the to-do file, update, blah, blah. Wait. Yes, I think it's telling us what the next steps are. When the add to-do button is selected, nothing happens. Right, cool, awesome. Add an add to-do method to the to-do component and register the method. Also, Nicholas, it's because I'm a loud person that it goes into the red. So it's because I have too many like high-pitched moments and then I'm like back to baseline. So it's really my fault, not the mic's fault, but yes. Let me know if this helps. Okay, so we're gonna have an add click. Ooh, an on click event handler. Is that what that is? Button using an on click attribute. To add to do C# method is called. Okay, so let me go ahead and make sure. I'm so excited about this. I want to style this button, but I really want to get it working first. On click, is it capital? No, all lowercase. And it's going to be an add. I mean, like, who wants the insert functionality? Who's like, yeah, just overwrite everything I have? Like, what? Who? Ooh, how fun. Okay. Also, private void. I guess it's not returning anything. Just going to modify our list maybe. Add the to-do. It's strange to me that it formats it like that because like with the curly braces, I'm used to putting them. I don't even know if it's going to let me do how I'm used to putting them like that. That looks normal to me. Wonder if I like right click if it'll. Yeah, it wants me to do it like that. I wonder what that's about. I wonder if that's just like a Blazor convention. Like if you do Blazor, you will have your mustaches down the line. It's okay with me, but I know many folks dislike that. Ollie said add button. I guess I could show you what I'm reading. Riff said that's the C# code style. Oh, doodly doo. Okay, I can roll. I can get down with it. That's perfect. That's what Alyssa needed to know. Control KD. Hang on. I love hotkeys. Takes me a minute to get up to speed on them, but let's break it. Control KD. Yeah. I love it. Thank you so much. That is beautiful. Okay. So we have that. I really want to do something with that. I want to do something. To get the title of the new to-do item, add a new to-do string field at the top of the code block. And then do what with it? Bind it. Oh, shut up. At bind. Oh. Wow. I don't know if I'm ready for binding. Okay, let's do it. Did we make it private? They always make things private. I don't really understand the need for that, but okay. I'm sure it's so somebody can't mess it up. Blah, blah, blah. Private. What is it? New to do. New to do. Did we instantiate it? We did not. And you need the type of string, I suppose. String. Insert key. Gotta love it. Bind it. Really? Okay. I feel like I'm going to start breaking things now that we're into binding. I feel like now is my time to break all the things. Okay. So we've bound that variable. Although we haven't really proven that we have, but we'll see it in a second. Update the to-do method. Ooh. Oh, I love it. Okay. So our add to-do. Oh gosh, what are we checking for? Let's just do it simple and then we'll do it safe. If you're all fine with that. Binding in Blazor is glorious. I mean, it looks pretty straightforward. I think where it gets tricky, because like in Angular, there's like, 1,200 types of binding, like property binding and attribute binding, event binding, and like 2A binding. And it's just like blah, 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 blah. And so I'm very excited and curious to see. I mean, I guess in a way this is binding because it's like on click. I'm calling this method, which by the way, it's weird that we don't have the parentheses here. Are those not needed? Did we miss that? No, they are not needed. Okay, don't put those there. Okay, so Michael said there are a few different types of binding in Blazor as well, but its simplest is super simple. Yeah, I mean this is great. I'm excited to get this to-do app working, and it looks like we might only need on click and at bind, but I am curious to see the other types. Okay, what was I doing? I was doing something. No, don't include the parentheses. You are passing an action, not executing it. Yeah, I wish you were here with me and we could go grab a cup of coffee and just have like an hour-long discussion about that, because because you put them in Angular. So, like on your on-click binding. Why would they be different? I have no idea. Okay. Private void, add to do. Let's add the to do. So to-dos.add to-dos, which we have access to, which we don't need to say this. Okay, we don't need to say this, which is new. I wonder if like the scope hasn't changed because we're not inside of anything. Calling add? Who is add? Hang on. Wait, why is... I'm assuming this came because we added the get set. And so that gives us this built-in add ability. I have no idea. This is pretty magical at this point. New to-do item. Oh, righty. New. Oh, we are now reaching uncomfortable levels of newness. To do. Why would we say new to do string.empty? What? This doesn't make any sense. Hang on. We're going to fix this code. There, I fixed it. This should totally work, right? I made it an empty string. You're welcome. It's probably mad at me because I'm using the wrong quotes. Nope. Yep. Is it happy? I'm like, what kind of... Why are we saying string.empty? Oh, they're emptying it. I understand. They are making it after... Okay. I'm with you. They are resetting it or clearing it, like, so that after you've added the to do, it's blank again. I'm fine with that, but like, also, can't we just say new to do equals this? Like, what's with the fancy wording? Like, I'm pretty sure that would work as well. Maybe. I don't know. Let's find out. I don't know if we did everything we need to do, but probably not. Hi. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Things are happening. You have no idea how exciting this is. I didn't do dot title, which I just was really curious what the actual to do would look like. But if we do title, I'm assuming it's going to work. Oh my word. I'm so excited. Are you going to refresh? No way. Yeah, you got it. Clearing it out. Add is a method of the list. Yeah, Nicholas, that's what we need to talk about. Why is it a method of the list? I didn't make an add method. Pretty sure I didn't. Hang on. Let's go. Before you yell at me, let's make sure I didn't make an add method. Yeah, I definitely did not. I did make a get and set to the title. I don't know. My head hurts. This is hurting my brain. Hang on. To do. Yeah. Nope. It's just add on to do. It's not on the title. Oh, here we go. Riff. To do is a variable you defined as a list type. What do you mean a list type? You're saying that like that's a thing. Oh God, is that a thing? That's .NET. List is a type? Okay, hang on, everyone. Oh my God. List type? What? What? Oh my God. This is a thing? What does it even mean? What does it do? What? That's a lot of gibberish for... I just need to know what it is. Someone tell me what it is. Is it... Line 15. It is indeed a thing. I can't believe this. It's just like a class of objects. It's an array? Oh my God. List type. This could change everything. I think this does change everything. That you don't have to overly manage. What all does it have? People are saying it has things. What is it? Oh God, I'm feeling overwhelmed. Add, which we just found out that add is a thing. Hang on, I'm going to make my font bigger. Add range adds the elements of a specified collection. What? Binary search. Oh, hang on, I'm going to scroll. contains, convert, copy to. What? Oh my gosh. Hang on. You know what this means? This means I have, in fact, not discovered the gold at the end of the rainbow that is the .NET typing system. Because I kind of like stopped after I learned all of the different number types because I was like, nobody. I asked Ed and Freestyle Coder Chris if there was anything exciting coming up after numbers. They never mentioned list. List is like phenomenal. Like it already comes with an add method. That's bizarre and awesome and totally strange. And there's nothing like that in JavaScript. Like if you want a list, you make an array and then like, or a class or whatever, and then you give it, you have to make the add method. Like you have to make like, is there a remove? How much more is there? So I have a feeling I need an extra episode to explore .NET types. And yes, that deserved all caps. You can make your own collection types, but .NET is kind enough to give you some to choose from. That is so cool. That is. Like, I'm so excited about this. Does it have like a remove? I wonder if the tutorial will get into that. Wait until you look up link queries. Ooh, okay. I'm going to make notes. Yeah, if anybody has types that I should like look into that are going to be really exciting, let me know because I'm sorry, but this list is life-changing. And I'm actually going to add it to this list of things to cover in that episode because I want to know more about list. Like, what is a type? No pun intended. In fact, add a link to your list. You guys are hilarious. You're hilarious. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's see how far we are. How much more? Because I'm so pumped to learn more about. Oh, we're almost to the bottom. Okay, let's find out what's next. Save it, blah, blah, blah. The app is automatically rebuilt in the command shell, right? We know that. The title text for each to-do item can be made editable. And a checkbox can help the user keep track of completed items. Heck yes, it can. So we're going to go and add a checkbox next to the to-do. Is that what's happening? And bind it to the is done Boolean that we made. Okay. I'm confused. What? That's just not what our UL looked like before this moment. So I'm a little lost because before this moment, we were just printing out the title. Now we're printing it out as an input or I don't get it. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy it and then we're just going to check it out. I think hopefully it didn't copy everything. It probably did. It did. So I just need the li. Thank you, darling. I just need that. And then we are going to do our control KB. Oh no, it didn't work. Shift tab. Okay. Nope, wrong thing. Okay. So now we have the checkbox that is bound to our is done Boolean, and then we just have an input. So it should look a little different than it was looking 5 seconds ago. I will give it to you. This was so easy. Like, I'm really excited though to learn more about the power of C# and like what you can do with it because Blazor's cool and all, but like list, that's awesome. Why is this not refreshing? Your UL tags are not in the right place. One is inside of a for each. Oh, I just have an extra one from that copy. That's probably why the formatting was hating me. Is that why this wasn't refreshing? It really won't render? Like I thought it would just throw in the extra UL. That's funny. That is funny. It won't render if you have that. Okay, so yeah, it does look different now. It puts an input, so I guess you can edit it in line and then a checkbox. What? I wonder how we can tell if it's actually... This is so cool. Like, and it was so fast too. Like, I'm just so impressed. And I know I didn't do all of that safety stuff that I said I was going to do. up here where it wants you to say if the string is null or has white space. I got to be real honest. I'm fine with them adding empty to-do items. Yep. Pretty fine with that. Also, this, I'm actually going to copy this and I'm going to paste it because I'm just not ready for that yet. That is, I don't want to rush. I want to understand, like, is null or white space, like, that's really a method on string? What? Apparently, I need to look at strings in the type episode because they have bizarre properties. Anyways, so yes, I do realize I skipped that and I'm okay with it because I'm going to go deeper in later. Okay, so we have the input. We're binding the checkbox. I'm going to double check. If you want to know if it's actually binding, I do. You could also add a label or something with the is checked value. Beautiful. Great idea. Let's do it. Is checked value? I think that the value is done. So let's do I just do at to do dot is done? Can I do that? And then, but also I want to put a string before it. Do I plus it? I want to do this. Can I do that? Would it be done? Like, is it going to let me do this? I don't know. We'll see if it refreshes the page. Hello? Oh, I need to do it on enter as well because it's not doing that. Done is false. That's awesome. You can do string interpolation. Oh, sorry. I'm not showing. Okay, wait. Michael's saying a bunch of really cool things, so I'm going to show it to the whole stream. Is null or white space is what's called an extension method. Oh, shut up. Okay, hang on. I got to take notes. I'm in school right now. Learn about all the extension methods. That's so cool. And you can also create your own extension methods. Yeah, I'm going to need to do that later. You can do string interpolation. That syntax won't work. I think it's working, right? I don't know how to do it any prettier than this. Like, it's a string and it's next to the variable. Like, I mean, I don't know. You can tell me how to prettify that. And if you say use double quotes, fine. But apparently it's not needed. Okay, I want to see what else this has. That's pretty much it. Save it. And when you're finished, shut down the app with Control-C, which is the same thing except for with Command-C in terminal. Oh my goodness. This was so much fun. Like, absolutely had a blast. I'm going to move this over here so everybody can see. So that everybody can see what everybody's saying. New comments all the way down at the bottom. The reason it worked is because the stuff on the left of the ad is just HTML. Okay. So I think I need to look into, I'm going to add one last thing of just to make sure I understand how to do that because, yes, I want to know. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and answering all of my kooky questions. This has been so much fun. And honestly, it was like an hour and a half and we got a to-do app working, which I honestly think it's because of the power of list. Like, list in C# wins the day because like in JavaScript, you'd have to like make that functionality. And so it'd take a little bit longer. I can't believe like list.add is a thing. I'm absolutely blown away by this. It is beautiful. But I really do, I'm going to remove this so that I can talk to you all. I really do appreciate you all so freaking much. Yeah, Nicholas saying list is awesome. I know it's super nerdy. Like, I get that like it's not the most exciting thing in the world to some people, but I cannot believe that's a thing. And it's got these extension properties on it. So yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I will be back next week. The game plan is to, like I said, go through and do Maui, Win UI, and then I don't know if you saw my cheat sheet. I want to learn how people do Angular with the .NET ecosystem. Like, I have no idea. I don't know how it would look. So I would love to bring in like an Angular to do app and then like .netify it. I have no idea what the words I need to be saying are, but those are the plans. And then just kind of like take a step back and look at them and like, I don't know, like judge them against each other, like how the experience was, the different constructs that each give. So I'm excited about this mini series within JavaScript Girl in a .NET world. And please check out our upcoming stream on Thursday. It's going to be a really, really fun beginners only stream for Angular. So come and hang out with us. There's going to be prizes and cheesy goodness. Hopefully I'll bring the puns. I want to see what else people are saying. Michael said you might want to check out other collection types as well as generic types too. Ooh, making that note. And Nicholas said, check out its properties and methods. Good to have it in the back of one's mind. Yeah. I think that's something I'm pretty sure exists, is like some sort of cheat sheet for these kind of things. Like it's got to exist, right? Like unless all of you have it memorized and you're just amazing. Like you just know, I guess like the IDE like does suggest for you, so you can do like list.add. But yes, yeah, Angular versus Blazor. I'm right there with you. I don't even know what that would look like, because I mean, I guess we could take our to-do app that we have today and swap out the Razor files for Angular files. Like I don't even know how that would work. Super excited to learn though. And be on this journey. Michael says, I have nothing memorized. The IDE. Yeah, the IDE suggests I need to get more used to the IDE. It's definitely more helpful than I realized. I just have to get used to using it. So Riff said I memorized how to check the documentation in Google. This was beautiful. And if there's anything else, and this might sound stupid, but if there's anything else outside of Maui, WinUI, and Blazor in the .NET ecosystem, like I want to try it all. I want to try it all. And I have no idea if there's even anything else. WinForms, I've heard that used, or WPF. Anyways, so please add Alyssa Nicoll on Twitter. DM me if you have ideas, because I'll be doing this stream for a long, long time. I'm loving the .NET world and I can't wait to learn more. Yeah, risk of confusing when learner two different things, in my opinion. Okay, yeah. No, that's true. That's true. But having experience in like, actually, I have no idea what two different things you're talking about, because I'm assuming you're talking about Angular versus Blazor, but maybe not. We could raid something. We could. That is something we have the capability of doing. Does anybody? I'll give a couple seconds. Does anybody want to raid a certain channel? I know there's a chicken channel, but that one's pretty boring because it's just chickens. Oh, thanks, Nicholas. This was really fun, and you all were like amazing and helped me through it. I did not think I would have so many spots where I was just utterly baffled. So that was, I don't know. I think it's just being new to PC, being new to Visual Studio, and being new to the .NET and the Blazor. Oh, all right. Well, I'm going to end it. I'm going to go and finally get me lunch, but thank you all for being beautiful, and I'll see you either Thursday or next Tuesday on the show. Mwah, mwah, mwah.